What's up, B's and G's? Happy fucking Friday. Fuck. It's fucking Friday. Well, yeah, it's technically Thursday, but it's gonna be out on fucking Friday, so it's fucking Friday. What are we drinking today? You may ask. Boop. I went a little aggressive on the bottom. So, we are gonna drink a truth serum. That's what I'm calling it, I guess. Doing Omegang's Grains of Truth on top of the Brooklyn Brewery's Chocolate Stout, which is like 10%. So I reckon 2 of these mixed together, you'll be telling everyone any damn thing. So cheers, and if we all have a little heart to heart and I go a little crazy on this video, well, true serum works, I guess. So cheers, y'all. Happy fucking Friday. Ooh. Grains of Paradise and chocolate. I think Grains of Paradise. Or cardamom. I can't read. I don't know, there's some kind of shit in this. But damn, it's fucking good. Oh, that's actually really nice. So what do we got going on? It's fucking Friday. Most of y'all, or a lot of y'all, are going to be in Philly this weekend. So I hope you guys have a great fucking weekend. The Homebrew Homecoming is this weekend. It's, for those of you who don't know, it's a chance for a bunch of homebrewers who are on YouTube and some who are just kind of interlopers watching to kind of hook up in Philly and all hang out, and we're going to say that they're going to go sightseeing, but I feel like a fair few will only be seeing the undersides of a toilet. That might be the only sights they see. No, that's not true. We drink responsibly. We're homebrewers. What the fuck? Whatever. I, unfortunately, cannot go this weekend. Shit's come up, and family stuff, and little efforts of soccer games, and big effort is broke. No. But yes. No, I've been, it's been a crazy few weeks, contract transitions, and trying to cinch in the old belt, so I can't go this go round. But if it happens again next year, I'm planning on definitely being able to go. Excuse me. So, yeah, I hope you guys all enjoy yourselves and have a great fucking weekend, and really jealous that I won't be able to see y'all, and really bummed out that I won't be able to see y'all. So, you guys have a good fucking time. What else has been going on? SJ Poor, that's been going on. The East Coast, I know my East Coast reviews are now done. I've had every beer that was in the East Coast, including my own. To my last review tonight, it was a Schwartz beer by Mr. Mr. Joe Belcher. I'm not going to give anything away. I'm not going to say anything about, oh God, anything about the beer. You can watch it in the review. But I like everything that I've ever received from Joe. It's always been freaking brilliant. So, well done, Joe. If you don't know Joe, down the bottom, and hit my dude up. He's an awesome guy to talk to, and he's a really good dude. So, hit him up. He last year, I sent a random email to the group having never spoken to anybody, and Joe was like the first to respond with like almost, I mean, with open arms. Definitely made me feel a hell of a lot more comfortable submitting shit to the contest last year, which was my first year. So You know, that was because of the relationship
Gay!
and the friendship that I struck up with Joe. It definitely made me a hell of a lot more confident this year to throw something into the contest that I'm pretty sure most folks didn't get. It's not that they didn't get. After the contest is done and I know that I'm not through, kind of already know that I'm not through, we'll talk about it. Maybe next week. Next week we'll talk about it. I'll drink one of mine on, fuck my hands, on camera, and we'll chat about that. So, yeah, it's been awesome. Awesome. The beers that we've had on the East Coast have been phenomenal. We had a lot of porters and stouts, a lot of dark beers, and some other really interesting entries. Your boy S.J. Bohr, where is it? Had quite the entry. That was another really brilliant beer that I loved. So yeah, there's just been so many. Mash Paddles down there, Wreck Brewery, the Dean's List. I mean, we got a whole ton of, oh Jesus Christ, Dan, Mirage Brewer, and Larry. I mean, East was tight. East was fucking tight. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to forget you guys. I was just like throwing out names. There's so many. Yeah, it was awesome. East Coast was phenomenal, and for to be put in the mix with all of these amazing people. Oh, and J Dog was in there too. Sorry, all of y'all are gonna get in the bottom. So excuse me, not hooking all y'all up. I mean, I'm so excited to have all of y'all to hang out and talk to. Yeah. So sorry, that Truth Serum. 10%. So these beers were great. That was just fucking phenomenal. East Coast had it going on. I don't know what the rest of y'all had in store, but gird your fucking loins, because the East Coast is coming for you. It's going to be stiff. Stiff. So, way to fucking go, East Coast. What else has been going on? Haven't been brewing. Ooh, sorry. I haven't been brewing. I've been enjoying fruits of everybody else's labor. I did transfer, I think we talked about this. I transferred my single stout porter, my rum oak aged single stout porter, and the wheat beer over last week. I missed last week, so I'm sorry. So I transferred those over. They are in the keg underneath my big fat ass, carbon up right now as we speak. I went into my yeast fridge the other day and noticed that 2 strains of yeast. I was going to brew on Saturday, actually. I was going to brew with Sammy, the Thrifty Brewer, and New to Homebrew Tom, and Chris, Harry Brew. I was going to brew on Saturday morning last week. I was going to get up and brew Corporal's Mania. And when I went into the yeast fridge, the one of the strains had frozen solid. It's a washed yeast. I've got it in mason jars. It was underneath the shelf on the freezer in the little mini fridge, and it was the top jar right underneath, and it hadn't been. I'm sorry, fridge just kicked on. God, I feel like it's maximum overdrive. They're all gonna start fucking attacking me because I'm talking shit about the littlest one I've got.
Come on, sodas. I'm buying.
Hey, so you guys gonna help me pick this stuff up or what?
Yeah, it was just underneath the shelf of the freezer, and it just froze solid. And none of the other ones, thankfully. Well, actually, that's not completely true. I did lose a vial of one strain that I had been propagating and kind of building up from the Spencer brewery, the Trappist yeast. I thought I lost all of what I had because I thought I only had one vial left. I think I gave some out, and then I thought I kept the one vial left. I only had one little mason jar, and I kind of shared it and spread it around. And I didn't actually have just one little jar. I had two little jars, and tucked away on the opposite corner underneath some really big, hefty Irish yeast was a little jar of Spencer yeast. So, thankfully, I didn't lose that one. But I lost the yeast for Corporal's Mania. I'm not going to tip this. Anyway, I lost that yeast. So it was kind of disappointing. Kind of had a brew day ready to go, planning on doing that a couple days in advance. My homebrew shop is not a local homebrew shop. I mean, I've got to drive. It's Rhode Island, and you can drive across the entire state in 45 minutes if you go this way. Apparently, if you want to go in any other direction in Rhode Island, it takes you about an hour and a half. Just single lane farm roads and bullshit like that. So my local homebrew shop, though only feels like it's like 25 miles away, is actually feels like a good old 80-mile drive. So I couldn't get to the store to get yeast, and I don't keep dry, and I didn't trust any of the other yeasts for an imperial stout. So I just let it go. So I'm now, excuse me, I've now got some more yeast, and I will get eventually to this batch. But what I am doing right now, Jesus Christ, I'm gassy. What I am doing right now is another propagation project, as it were. I'll put the video up here, because I'm not going to switch and cut over to that video. It's only 2 little seconds. You can watch it so long as I give myself enough white space to the side of my head. What I'm doing is I'm grabbing the yeast off of a couple bottles of Saison du Pont, and I am stepping that up. So this is actually, that video is the first propagation of that. It's been just kind of hanging and spinning, and that thing is a monster. I think it's over now. That thing is a monster. It just creamed right the F up. So I'm going to decant it tomorrow, step it up again, although I don't know if I really even think I need to, the way that it's killing it right now. So I'm going to step that up, and if it goes all right and the brewery gets the damn grains in, that yeast will get chucked into an IPA. I'm changing my... Sorry, I'm getting blown the fuck up. I'm on my phone. I'm changing what I want to do with Midnight Ride. Midnight Ride is the overnight mashed IPA. And I'm changing a couple things. Things I've never been really 100% satisfied with. And I think this Belgian Saison yeast might be the answer. If I can make that happen. So we'll see. I don't know. It'll happen in a couple weeks. Eventually the growler is going to make its way up here to me, and I need something to give to folks, because I don't think anyone's really going to want to drink some of the stuff that I've got going on. Possibly the SSP, but It's a 64 ounce growler, and I don't know if I really want to give away 64 ounces of this SSP. It's actually pretty damn tasty. So, being a little greedy. But what are you going to do? Other than that, I don't think there's that much else going on. The cider from the trip to Maine from a couple weeks ago is now just about ready to go into... I'm going to start moving it into a secondary. I'm going to pull off a gallon for a couple experiments. I think I might... I'm not really sure, but there's going to be something that I'm going to do with that, and in a very small quantity. But we'll see. We'll see how that actually goes. But the rest of it's probably going to get oaked and rummed or jasmine tea, but that's just about ready to go. So I'm sitting on a bunch of shit. I've just been tied up with SJ Pour, and that's tied up in a good way because it's been fucking awesome, like I said. Anyway, I've rambled on. Sorry, that's what your boy does. Happy fuck it Friday. Cheers again to everyone in the East Coast. Cheers again to everyone in the entire contest. You guys are awesome. SJ, thank you for doing this. I'm going to roll, and I will talk to you guys next week, hopefully with a little bit more of an interesting Fuck It Friday for you. But good luck this weekend, everybody in Philly. Y'all have fun. Later.
The fuck you talking about?